Hey everybody, Darren from the Music Vault here. Um, so Monday was my birthday. Turned the big 48. And so my kids and my wife, they pooled their money together and got me a gift card for the record store. So this video here is going to be my birthday presents. Some of them are from me, to me, and some of them are from my kids and my wife to me. So I got a couple of records, couple of 7-inch, and a bunch of CDs. So here we go. First one I got was, or is, Immortal at the Heart of Winter. I really like this band. Cool black metal. This one's on Osmos Productions. This is one of the earlier ones. I'm getting to the point where I pretty much, I think I have almost all of their, I need the first two releases. Diabolical Moon Mysticism, I think it's called. I don't have that one. And there might be another one. The latest one that they came out with before they ended, All Shall Fall, I think it's called. I don't have that one. I only have one on vinyl. Sons of Northern Darkness. I have that on vinyl. And I think that's what it's called. Anyways, yeah, so that's that. And then I got Warbringer, Woe to the Vanquished. This is a throwback to old school thrash. I mean, it's fast, it's heavy. It even has some blast beats in it. Oh, if you turn it upside down, the W. Yeah, it's a really good release. This was my first. I don't have anything else by this band. This was at the record shop, so I grabbed this one because I had heard them. I just hadn't picked anything up by them. I figured, this is a perfect opportunity. The next two releases are older releases. I used to have these, and then I got rid of them for some reason. Now I got them back. First one is probably Slayer's Best. After this, they kind of went to the toilet. Everything sounds the same after this, as far as I'm concerned. Well, except for, I shouldn't say that. Seasons in the Abyss is a decent album, and South of Heaven is a decent album. This, to me, is their best. I mean, it's their fastest, has the best songs on it. But yeah. And it was 2 for $20, so I grabbed this one. Oh. I grabbed this one, and Decade of Aggression, Slayer Double Live. I had it. I don't know why I got rid of it, but I did. And it comes with a booklet. If I can get the stupid thing out. Pretty cool. It's got like everything on here. Best song they ever made, Chemical Warfare. My favorite song from Slayer. Up next is Anthrax. Anthology, No Hit Wonders, 85 to 91. I had this on the other day, and oh, see, the disc is in there. It's a 2-disc set. This is a real. I haven't thrown on Anthrax in forever, the earlier stuff, and man, I was getting right into it. Not that I don't like Anthrax. I love Anthrax. Just you get so much stuff. Some bands, they just get thrown by the wayside, and you forget, they put on a release, you listen to that for a little bit, but you don't listen to the back catalog. So, this one is different. It's really different. At one point, I thought I was listening to Kenny G. And then at another point, I thought I was listening to Dream Theater. And then I thought I was listening to Rivers of Nile. And this is their new one, Where Owls Know My Name. This album is all over the place. It has everything on it, every influence, everything from progressive prog rock to instrumental jazz to me it just seems like it has everything on here. I can't remember though if there's any clean singing. I know there's a lot of harsh vocals, a lot of death metal style vocals, a lot of heavy, a lot of double bass, drums, everything. It's an excellent album, but it's different. If you're going to get this think it's a deathcore record or a death metal record, it's an everything record. They're predominantly death metal, I think, but it's got everything on here, which really breaks it up and gives it, a really enjoyable listen. I was going to put it on for the video, but I figured I'd get tagged and didn't bother. Now, this one I picked up. The next two CDs I picked up at the flea market when I went out with my buddy Chris on Sunday, the day before my birthday. Now, these are my birthday presents to me. First one is Rancid. Indestructible, sorry. I paid $3 for it, so I'm like, I had to get it. It's $3. What can you get? And I don't mind Rancid. Throw them on once in a while. They have a lot of mix of ska and punk and everything. I don't mind them. The next one I would probably get flack from, but you know what? I don't care. I really like this band, and I don't know why, for the life of me, they get dogged. They got some, but the thing with this band is they're either really on, like really full on heavy, or they got some sappy love song. Sappy love songs I can do away with, but I paid $3 for this, and I'll put up with that to get these heavy, because when they're heavy, and that's Nickelback, and this is The Long Road. I like this band. I have, I think, almost all their releases. Some of the songs, like I said, they're real sappy and whatever, but I don't care. I'll throw on the heavier songs, listen to them, and then I'll take the disc off, throw something else on. But I mean, if you like good heavy metal on some songs, Nickelback. I don't know why they get slagged. Now the next four I picked up at the record shop with Chris, my best friend Chris, on Sunday. He got a pile of stuff, and I got a bunch of stuff. First one, I was stoked to find, and then when I asked the guy how much it was, and I said, "There's no price tag on." He goes, $2. There's no price tag on it, it's $2. So I'm like, sold. And that is DRI, the Dirty Rotten EP, 22 songs. Comes like, and you slide the CD or the 7-inch in there, and clear. And if you look at it, you can't even see the lines. It just looks like one big long song. But there's 22 songs on here. Everything from 2 minutes 11 seconds to like 19 seconds. Just like, but I couldn't believe it. I had never seen this before. The whole thing totaled 17 minutes 38 seconds, and it came out in 1983, I believe. Yeah, 83. And this is when they were like hardcore punk. And there's no way I could pass this up. So I grabbed that, especially for $2. Come on. Another one for $2 I picked up. Probably one of my favorite Police songs, King of Pain. I want to get a new sleeve because these are really dirty. Yeah, King of Pain, just a standard 7-inch on black A&M records. Couldn't. I get when I go there, I get a bunch of 7 inches. They're only $2 each, and I figured, you know what? Like I have a bunch of 7 inches, not as many as I have on record, like vinyl or 12 inch. I mean, but anyways, so the next two I got are 12 inch, and I didn't have this one, and it was in great shape, and it was dirt cheap. Kim Mitchell, I Am a Wild Party, live album. Has all his best songs on it. I Am a Wild Party, that's the whole Battle Scar when he was with Max Webster. Geddy Lee sang on that. Actually, Rush sang on that. Did the music in that with Kim Mitchell. Lager and Ale, All We Are, Rock and Roll Duty, and Go for Soda. To me, those are all the best songs. And Deep Dive. Don't remember Deep Dive, but yeah, it's on standard black. Comes printed sheet, but no lyrics, obviously. I figured, and I have pretty much everything Kim Mitchell put out, because I mean, there are people out there that are like, oh, if you're Canadian, you have to like the Tragically Hip. No, you don't. I'm not a big Tragically Hip fan. Gord Downie just died. There was a huge thing in here up in Canada for Gord Downie. It was sad, but as far as his music, I wasn't a big fan. I mean, it's okay if you're at a bush party and they've got it going, it's background noise, it's fine. But they're a huge staple up here in Canada. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's Kim Mitchell. Like, if you go for indie stuff for like isn't as big, like Rush or Triumph, Kim Mitchell for sure. Max Webster for sure. Those are great bands that I don't know if they ever got really big internationally like Rush and Triumph. Even Saga should have been bigger than what they are. Probably next to Rush, probably one of my favorite Canadian bands. Saga is just an amazing band, and they're just from up the street here too in Oakville, which is about an hour and a bit up the highway. And Rush is from Toronto, so and so is Triumph actually. So 3 big Canadian bands just right up the street from me in like Toronto, the suburbs of Toronto and that, which is pretty cool. So anyways, yeah, so Kim Mitchell, and the last one that I sent Scott a text to see if he had this, and apparently he's got it, but he said if I don't have it, pick it up because it's a great album. I haven't listened to it yet, but that is Making Contact by UFO. Oh, can't show nudity. So yeah, I haven't heard this yet. I will throw it on. I'm not familiar with any of the songs on here, but yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to throwing. I'm gonna clean up my man cave down here. Excuse me, and get everything situated, and I'm gonna throw this on. Listen to some vinyl. I was at my my buddy's Chris's place last night, and he's got a nice setup, and we were listening to some vinyl and that, and just chilling, and yeah, it's nice that you can just relax and throw on a record and just, so yeah, it was a good time. So anyways, those are my, and I got this too. I thought this was pretty cool. A Rush Moving Pictures postcard. That is my favorite Rush album of all times, hands down. Not one song on there is anything but perfect. That's the very first Rush album I ever heard, and I've heard every one since, and that one is my favorite. It's funny, like when you have a favorite band, you don't always listen to it or them because you have so much in your collection. But the early Rush stuff up until probably Signals, everything before this, Signals and back, that's my favorite era of Rush. Yeah, I like all the later stuff, although because I listened to the earlier stuff, that was the stuff I'm not 100% familiar with the newer stuff, like all the stuff after Signals. Certain songs stand out, like The Enemy Within is probably my favorite off of that end of Rush. But everything, Signals back, Subdivisions, Moving Pictures, like, that's my favorite Rush era. So, anyways, that's what I got for my... Oh, and I got a couple of buttons, too. I should show them one time, although they're kind of tedious. But I'm going to map it all out, and I'm going to take a picture of it, probably throw it on my Facebook as my header or something. That'd be kind of cool. Anyways, yeah, so that's my my birthday video. Happy birthday to me. Anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you next vid. Peace.